What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron IV. This is the Great War mod. We are playing as Spain, and look at our empire. It has grown significantly, including this chunk of Northern Africa here. And so we're trying to figure out something to do with these 19 teal divisions that we've got going right here, right? I'm thinking... You know, we're already challenging here in Africa, or at least trying to. We're letting this guy plan out, right? So some of his divisions are not in position, and some of his divisions are still preparing. And so we've got to give him time to do that. We're trying to challenge here in the Mediterranean. And we've been fighting a lot of sea battles over here. We've got 24 friendlies and 3 enemy ships present. And let's see here. Western Mediterranean, that's my little sub-fleet there. And then here is this guy. He's got 2 battleships, 2 dreadnoughts, 3 light cruisers, and 4 destroyers there. So he's trying to do some damage for us, right? Sinking another 4 French subs over here off the coast, which is great to see. And we've still got some old Italian Navy in existence now. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, right? The new destroyer level is now finished. So we do need to change out our production line here for the new destroyer level 4s. So let's go, yeah, destroyer level 4 here. Boom. We've also got heavy cruisers now in the mix. So we should probably look at updating those and starting out a production line for heavy cruisers here coming up soon. Time to also upgrade our submarines. So we're looking pretty good here from an industrial standpoint. We're doing great over here as well as far as infantry techs and such. Working on my doctrines here as well. So I do think, unless there's something over here in engineering, yeah, I mean, we could technically get this sort of stuff here going as 1922 is coming, right? So I could, we could also update the artillery. But what helps me most right now is definitely the naval power stuff. So, moving that along like that, we need to move this up to speed 4 now. So it is October 1921, moving in on 1922 here. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the world here really quickly. So the Republic of China over here is looking pretty normalized, and you can see the Empire of Japan, of course, has annexed Korea, right? And then China also holding that old sort of German port there as well. Are they at war currently? They are at war against us. They have joined the Entente there, so that's a little scary. We could try to declare on Persia here. Details, they have 2 divisions currently. They are authoritarian, right? Non-aggression pact would not go through. We could, I'm not allowed to ask them to join the faction either, because I'm not the faction leader. Okay, cool. So over here, scoring some more hits now against an enemy sub there, and there. So continuing to sink those pretty nicely. The pesky enemy subs, I tell ya. Actually about to have complete superiority here in this region. And we could actually start moving into the Tyrrhenian Sea next if we would like to. Okay, we actually are already showing a new light cruiser 3 and 2 destroyer 3s there. Free dockyards, yes. So let's start on the heavy cruiser level 1 there. I'm going to move you ahead of the Air Force production, right? And we have how many fighters now? Early fighter 2s. We've got 36 of those in the bank. So we may need to pump some research into additional fighters here coming up. But looking good for now. Because the air war is interesting. Previously we had some enemy air force up here affecting us. That's the naval tab, that's why. Here we are. So the Western Balkans, we were seeing a ton of enemy bombers there, and then we had over 10,000 enemy fighters held up there in northern France. Don't know how they're making it over, unless they're coming over from Dover or something like that, or London. Kind of trickery there with the AI. It's kind of dumb, to be honest. Okay, continuing to sink out these enemy subs. How much longer until we could actually grab a naval bomber is what I'm interested in. 1936, so over 3,200 days away, so that's quite a ways away for us, right? Okay, we're continuing to work on the airfield expansion stuff. Oh no, excuse me, confusing this with my other campaign here. We were working down the naval efforts here to try and continue building out new ships and making them stronger. New destroyers there now. And so you can actually see destroyer line has been moved up quite a bit. If we go to constructions here, also working on building out brand new dockyards as well. So let's queue up some additional dockyards here for further expansion. Goodness, we can build them all over the place, can't we? And I'm going to send these little repair options here down to the bottom of the priority list. So currently only showing 18 civilian factories working for us right now, and I do think it's time to actually try to build some more civilian factories, which will actually speed up the process of building these new dockyards. So let's go ahead and actually queue these towards the top here, like this and this. Okay. So this one will be finished in February next year, for example. So that's coming up here in a couple months, and then this one is going to be finished, wow, in like 2 years, but yeah, but the good news is once this one finishes, those civilian factories will switch over for us. We're currently sitting at total mobilization there, so that's good. Quelling the resistance there across the empire now. Ottomans looking good over here. So yeah, it may be time to tell Yellow Group here to try to go ahead and execute on their offensive line order, cutting across Africa even further, right? And so the good news here is the Central Powers have met up in these areas. We're sort of entrenched here in the center of Africa, trying to move along. Got 11 divisions here that could probably mount an attack. That's not going to go very well, is it? It's going to show as a red right off the bat there, so that's typically not good news at all. Okay. Is there anywhere else we could try to invade? Well, India over here would be an interesting one, right? I don't know if I have the manpower to take them on. They've got over 100 divisions in their country. Ukraine might be one to give to the Austrian Empire, assuming they would get that territory. Romania historically has joined the Entente, although let's get a non-aggression pact going with them. Bulgaria is part of the Central Powers. Very good. And actually, cancel the non-aggression pact. I wonder if it makes sense to go to war with Romania there and add them to the Central Powers. Although they're not really hurting anybody, right? Because they're just sort of sitting there. Okay, good. We've got complete superiority of this area now. So I think it's time to start challenging over here in the Tyrrhenian, right? Let's take the 15 subs and go scope out over here. Search and destroy here in the Tyrrhenian. Let's see what we're looking at least. Because my other fleet, this one, is going to hold down the fort in the Western Mediterranean there. What are we seeing up here now? Oh, Lord. So we are seeing some enemy subs attacking my convoys there. Okay, so that does, to me, that does mean... Okay, nice. Next level of shipping is underway, which is a level 4 here for the Dreadnought. So he's over halfway done with the production there. I think I may let him continue for the time being. Time for a new research here as well. We're working on those subs. Let's swing back around to the engineering over here. 1924 until we can get a new early fighter. So let's go here. Reinforce rate plus 1%. That is at least helpful. 3 additional subs showing over here now. Is it time to start up a new little fleet? I don't know. Because what I may do... Yeah, let's take Spain Fleet 3 here. You're going to go back into a search and destroy mission over here now to supplement those subs that we're dealing with. So what if we just used like these 4 subs, for example, to go search and destroy here, just to maintain that superiority over here? He's on a 50% there. Cool. All right. So we're showing Naval Supremacy 113% there. 0 over here. Friendly ships present. I think I'm losing this battle over here. Ouch. We lost 3 destroyers, 3 light cruisers, and 13 subs. So hopefully my battleships are still protected. Let's see. Yeah, they're coming back into port now and trying to heal up. So the good news is the dreadnoughts were not sunk. So we're going to give him some additional ships there. So he's going to show it a size of 9 as going forward. Mobile position is done. Alright, let's get this next one here. Counteroffensive. Gives you that extra breakout and those sort of modifiers, right? Showing it at a green 57 down here in Africa now. That is very slow moving. 478k in manpower now. Malta is really my next goal here in trying to take over these little Mediterranean islands that we're seeing. You know what we could do to get some immediate sort of superiority going is actually take our big fleet here off the Iberian coast and move you guys into a search and destroy, like here, for example. So they're going to head in there now to help out, which will leave, you know, some enemy ships out here on the coast, which is fine with me because if they try to invade or attack me, they're going to have a stiff resistance to deal with once they hit the land. So I've got red group guarding over here, blue group guarding here, green group guarding here. Still need to find something to do with these teal divisions over here. I could use them for a future invasion plan. If we go here to the English Channel now, showing 88 enemy ships present over here. And if we're able to sort of crack that, because we are stockpiling now, which is good. Naval gun effort level 3 is done. Navy deployment gives me some of that extra naval experience, which we have a ton of already. Early Fighter 3 is done. Civil fortifications and coastal defense are some picks we could get in the Canary Islands. Don't really need that. Naval bombing effort. Aircraft production. Okay. So there's a lot of this type of stuff that we still need to work on. So I tell you what, let's just continue down the naval tree here. Okay, we've at least got those early fighter level 3s out and going. Early bombers are up next on the list there as well, which is fine. I can actually go ahead and get this one, because you can go down both sides of this tree. So let's get that other Naval Doctrine going. 9 more days on the other one there. So we'll have to wait and see. How are we doing over here? A big battle that's getting ready to rage on here. Let's go ahead. Once these guys are finished repairing out, looks like they are. We're going to send them out to a search and destroy over here in the Tyrrhenian as well. My 4 subs still sitting here in the Western Mediterranean, having cleared out all of the enemy ships in that area. And so with the addition of those new dreadnoughts too, I mean, this is going to get really interesting. So you can see here we have sunk Okay, well they chose to run away, didn't they? Got rid of one sub there. This has got to be a glitch, because we have forced Italy into a capitulation status, and so who knows what happens to their navy after that. Convoy target focus is now done. Fast fleet move. Battleship organization, capital ship attack. That's a great one to get. What was the other... Of course, the Dreadnought 3 there. We're waiting for that one to pop out. Ah, yes, the early fighter level 3. We're going to plug in like that. So get some of those new fighters out and going. So meanwhile, I have early fighters of 84, which can be used. Let's try to post these guys up in the Balkans here. We'll start them off in Belgrade here. Early fighter 2s. Let's send all of those in. So when they arrive, I'm going to have them start fighting against these bombers that we're seeing in the area. Right, so that's going to be really hard for Croatia, for example, to produce out what they need. They're showing it having 0 units because they have no factories available to them. So they're completely choked out. Do we have naval supremacy over here? Oh, only showing enemy ships present of 2 right now. So we may actually be able to move into a position to invade over this way. That's something we can do with these divisions. Okay, good. The airplanes have arrived, so let's get them up and going. You're going to work on the superiority, of course. And then, so what we can do... What happened right here? Okay, we sunk 13 enemy destroyers somehow. That was cool. That was cool to see. We lost... Oh, geez. We actually lost 4 destroyers and a light cruiser in that battle, killing 2 of their destroyers there and 1 of their subs there, so that's good. We had to send one of the fleets back home now, my smaller fleet. So he has arrived. I think I want to use him as my new force to come over to the Eastern Mediterranean, actually, once he's repaired out, and we'll use him to guard our convoys. So... let's set up with Teal Group now a invasion plan. So you're going to go from... You're going to move from here to here. No divisions, right? That was too big. So if we take 2 divisions now and assign them, they're going to be assigned like this. We take 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's looking good. Let's see what happens when we invest 5 divisions into that. I've got plenty of convoys there in the stockpile. So they're going to work on that, and it's going to take them probably, another 30 days or so. So about a month. We're about a month away. Dreadnought 3 production. He's almost finished. March 2nd. Excuse me, March 7th. So in like 3 days, this will be done. And then we're going to move that into a level 4 production ASAP. But that new Dreadnought there, too, is going to be very helpful. March 7th at 1 a.m., looks like. Got it. All right, let's put you up to the level 4. Where are you? There it is. It's actually considered a battleship now, too, which is cool. So new battleship is out and going for us. It should be, at least. Yeah, there he is. Showing at 3 there. Let's add in these 2 subs. And this will be just a small little fleet that we bring over. Because we're going to use these other guys to continue challenging here in the Tyrrhenian. Alright, cool. So 4 of you. You need an admiral. We'll hire a new one there, green guy there. And you're going to go convoy escort here in the Eastern Mediterranean. Hopefully they do not get chewed up over here too badly. We do want to achieve that superiority down here in order to get this invasion plan going. God, he's attacked like as soon as he gets out of port there, huh? So we sink a destroyer while we're on our way out. interesting. Back up here now, we lost 3 additional destroyers. This has been sort of a tough fight, hasn't it? All of these are level 3s and level 2s. So, somewhat of an outdated fleet here that we're seeing. I'm going to put your repair priority back up to high there. Just to try to save some numbers, right? Cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.